Right then, we are back with 5 things after Manchester United became the Bangkok Century Cup champions of the world 2022. Some will say that it means more than the Premier League. Some will say this means more. All I'll say is 5-year trophy drought ended in one game. Right, let's look at the 5 things that we learned in that game then. So, number 1, Martial Magic. He looks leaner. He looks fitter. He looks brighter. He actually shocked me. He actually genuinely shocked me. Scoring a goal from pressing, love that. There was a bit of quality to his play at times, and I love that. There was a bit of quality to his link-up. I mentioned in my review yesterday, one of the most pleasing things about what I saw in the game, I think it was Lindelof played a ball straight to him, broke the lines, he received it well. He immediately turned, had his head up, and he put a ball over the top for Sancho to get on the end of, and I love that. That's proper football, that, and I enjoyed that. So Tony Martial in the mix, played with confidence, linked up well with both Sancho and Bruno as well at times. He needed that because he was one that I think a lot of fans, including myself, have written off. He's going to have to continue that before we can start calling it form. But, you know, a very positive start from him. With Ronaldo leaving, could be a big opportunity for him. Number 2, Sancho surge. Probably the best performance of the afternoon. I know Tony got man of the match. In my opinion, Sancho was the best player on the pitch. He was dynamic, he was skillful, he was electrifying at times. He was playing with confidence. Looked like he can have a real second season surge. Playing him on the right meant that there was a very balanced forward 3 at times, and that at times was causing Liverpool a lot of chaos. So very impressive performance, very pleasing performance, and I want to see some more of that as well. Number 3, Ten Hag's imprint. So a small sample size of literally 90 minutes isn't a lot to go on, but there was a notable front-footed nature in how we operated, both on and off the ball. We were high pressing, we were high energy, there was an intensity about the way United played, we were very dynamic in attack. And it wasn't perfect, and Ten Hag himself said there was a lot of mistakes and things to work on, and I like that. Even if it's just an attitude, I actually like that. But they showed some impetus, and they showed there was desire to take opportunities and take chances and put the ball into the areas where we could hurt, and I like that. He did say after the game he saw a lot of mistakes, which is clear that he's got a very high standard and also a clear idea of the direction he wants to take the team in, and I am all about that. Number 4, Zidane Iqbal. What a performance he put in. I think Charlie Savage had a very good cameo as well, and he wasn't on his own. There was a few good cameos that we saw, but out of the youngsters given an opportunity, Zidane's was head and shoulders above. I thought he was composed, smooth, intelligent, technical, confident, brave. We might have a real fucking player on our hands here. He found angles better than both Fred and McTominay were finding in the first half. He was receiving the ball really well. He has got the perfect manager to go, fuck it, give him a go. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a lot more minutes in the coming games. And he arguably had a tougher midfield opposition than the likes of Fred and McTominay had in the first half as well. You know, he performed against Liverpool's big guns. I think a lot of us thought, you know, we might get run over here. Can we keep, you know, is 3 goals going to be enough for what comes back? You know, there was a few messages flying around the various group chats, and one former United defender thought we were going to lose 4-3. But, you know, I think that gives an indication of just how good that performance was, and I wonder if he gets to play with the first 11. Do we maybe even see an even better performance because he's got better runners and better options around him? Very, very good performance there from Zidane. Well played. So, De Gea, number 5. Distribution was better. He looked more assured. He was coming off his line. He was looking to sweep. I'm pleased with those sorts of things. Real mindset change from the sort of thing we were used to. Did mention a few weeks ago, new coaching. Because of the fucking clowns that we've had lately, you know, maybe a new coach might be able to pull something out of him, because there's elements to his game that are world class and there's elements of his game that are very frustrating. And the things that are frustrating, I think, were fixable. It wasn't just a sheer lack of ability. I think it was just a sheer lack of confidence to do them and the instruction to do them, and he's been doing them. If he can become a competent player in those areas that we need him to be, like sweeping, like coming off his line, like claiming things early, well, we already know how good his shot stopping and those elements of his game are. If we can just get him off his line for the other things, you don't need to worry about goalkeeper. So, yeah, decent performance there from David De Gea, and obviously clean sheet for him, clean sheet for Tom Heaton. So well played to both of those keepers. But overall, good 11v11 run out for United. Good opportunity to see certain changes, which is what you wanted, wasn't it? You didn't want it to just be a replica of last season and be like, oh, fucking hell. You wanted there to be some evidence of work being done in pre-season, and there was. So that's a massive thing for us to take out. Left back, still a bit of a question mark. Thought Luke Shaw was poor, and I also don't think Malacia took his chance. I think the same could be said from Donny van de Beek. Didn't really come on and take his chance. Midfield's still an area of concern. Despite Zidane having a good game, I don't think he's playing 40 games in the league for us next season. Hopefully Ten Hag's now got a little bit closer of an idea about what his team are capable of, what he's working with, and hopefully it resolves him to get the things that he needs over the line in pre-season. Very interesting to see how the rest of the transfer window plays out and the rest of pre-season. But a good start. See you in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.